What's busted on that headlight? It works. They're not busted. You pulled me over for no reason. You pulled me over because I looked at you on the side of the road, man.
First of all,
you were following me, swerving back and forth in the lanes, tailgating me all the way up, and then you pulled me over because I looked at you. Well, what did you pull me over for exactly?
Told you,
my headlight is not out, though. That's a lie. That's a complete lie. My headlight is not busted.
So, sir, is this in working order from how you
that is not the headlight. That's not the headlight. That's a fender.
This video captures a traffic stop that quickly unravels after an officer tells the driver he was pulled over because of a broken headlight. The driver immediately challenges that explanation, pointing out that the headlight appears to be working properly and arguing that there was no legitimate reason for the stop. As the disagreement intensifies, the officer's original explanation gives way to a different justification, while he continues ordering the driver to step out of the vehicle. What began as a routine equipment stop soon evolves into a tense dispute over changing explanations, police authority during a traffic stop, and the officer's own statements. Watch how the driver questions the officer's original reason for the stop from the very beginning, and how the encounter takes a different direction once that explanation is challenged.
Well, what exactly did you pull me over for?
I pulled you over because the headlight's busted.
Headlight?
Yeah, that one right there with the red headlight.
The headlight is busted. My headlights work. That headlight's not busted. What's busted on that headlight? It works. They're not busted. You pulled me over for no reason. You pulled me over because I looked at you on the side of the road, man.
First of all,
you were following me, swerving back and forth in the lanes, tailgating me all the way up, and then you pulled me over because I looked at you.
It's not a reason to pull somebody over, sir.
My headlight is not out. It's not busted.
I didn't say nothing about your tail light, sir.
You said my headlight, dude.
You said headlight.
Yeah, and it's obviously not busted.
All right, well, listen. At this point in time, you out the car, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Just that simple. It got nothing to do with you looking at me. I could care less if you look at me.
Well, what did you pull me over for exactly?
I just told you.
My headlight is not out, though. That's a lie. That's a complete lie. My headlight is not busted.
So, sir, is this in working order from how you
that is not the headlight. That's not the headlight. That's a fender.
Okay. Calm down.
Okay.
Can you please calm down?
This is not the headlight. This is not the headlight. This is the
working order from the manufacturer.
That's not the headlight. You just told me the headlight was busted. That's not a headlight. You told me that the reason was my headlight was busted. You're lying.
I'm not lying.
You are. That is not.
I've had my dash cam running the entire time when I was running 60 miles an hour behind you in a 55. So let's talk about that as well. Okay?
Give me a speeding ticket for 5 over the speed limit. I was riding in traffic, bro. I wasn't passing anybody.
Did I say anything about passing? So you want to sit up here and add more stuff than it got to be. Okay? So I'm going to need you to calm down.
Okay, man.
Thank you. Arguing about why I stopped.
He's saying he pulled me over because my headlights busted out. It's obvious.
I was in front
of this fender right here.
Talking to him. When I was in front of him, and this headlight appeared to be out. That's why I stopped. He asked further questions. I told him my dash cam was running the entire time. He was going 60 and a 55. And
I was going with the flow of traffic. I wasn't passing anybody.
Okay, just because everybody else speeding on me, you can speed.
He saw me up there. He sat there and waited for me to get up beside me, then tailgated me for a mile. He's swerving, riding in 2 daggum lanes, being unsafe. I don't have it recorded, obviously, but it's on his dash cam. He's riding in 2 daggum lanes down the road, and then I get up beside him right here, and I look at him because he's been tailgating me for 2 miles, and he pulls me over.
Mm-hmm. So are you saying he didn't have a reason to stop you?
Yes, my headlights obviously not busted up. Maybe 5 over, but he told me.
I'm asking you. Do he have a reason to stop you?
I asked him, and he said it was because my headlight was busted out.
I just told you.
Okay, is that it?
So yeah, that's a lawful reason to stop him.
My headlight's not busted out.
Does it work?
Yes, it works. It's not busted or damaged at all. It works perfectly fine.
Like I said, when I was in front of you in my rearview mirror, this one appeared to be out.
Does it? You can't even. You're pointing at this, asking me if this is from the factory, and you can't see this from the front in your rearview mirror.
Yes, I can. I can see.
If you're in front of me, okay, and you say my headlight's busted out, man.
Side of the road. At the end of the day, you outside of the car, and that's how it's gonna be.
Okay.
All right. So you stand right here with him, and I'll be back in a second.
You already gave me the ID there?
Yeah, man. I'm trying to go to work. I'm not doing nothing.
What about that?
Huh? I work for myself, bro. If I got boots in my car, if I need them, I'll put them on, you know?
How work you do?
I remodel houses for PMI.
For real?
Property management, yeah. It's ridiculous, bro. He saw me and sat there. He didn't have no reason to pull me over. He sat there tailgating me for 2 or 3 miles, riding right on my swerving in and out the lanes, dude. And then I pulled up beside him, and I look at him like, what are you doing? And he swooped over, pulled me over, and said my headlight's busted out. It's not even damaged at all, dude. It's a complete lie. I'm doing 5 overs. How often y'all pull people over for doing 5 over when they're just riding in traffic?
Man, it happens a lot. But you know, just some people get upset because they're the one that got picked out of the air.
But I'm saying though, that's not his excuse for pulling me over. That wasn't even the excuse until I obviously pointed out that my headlight wasn't busted out, and now he's like, "Oh, well, you were doing 5 over." You know, he sat there looking for a reason to pull me over for nothing. I'm perfectly legal, going to work, doing nothing wrong. He asked me why I'm coming from Griffin. Oh, you come from Griffin all the time? You know, like, come on, bro. I'm doing nothing, trying to go to work, and he's pulling me over for a blatant lie. I got it on video too, you know.
You got it recorded?
Yeah, I'm recording right now. That's the only way you can protect yourself from the police, you know.
We're gonna stand by them, finish the traffic stop, and we're gonna.
Yeah, I mean, I'm obviously upset because I'm literally doing nothing wrong, bro, you know. He's saying was doing 60. I'm literally riding with the flow of traffic. There's people passing me because he's right on my the whole time, like that, right up on my the whole time, you know. So I'm riding the traffic. He got mad because I look at him like, "What you doing?" You know, and then immediately he pulls over and it lights me up, and lies saying my headlights busted out.
Okay.
And then wants to ask me about, "Oh, is this how you got it from the factory? The fender, that's how you got it from the factory?" Like, come on, bro.
You just stay out of the car for right now?
I'm just telling him a drink.
Just don't get back in the car because he already don't want you to drink. So just try to stay out of it.
All right, Mr. McClain. Here's the stuff, here's your license. All right. So, I want you to look at something real quick. This right here says warning. I'm not giving you a ticket. Okay. I'm not out here to get nobody. Just sign right there saying you understand it's a warning.
Under the Fourth Amendment, a traffic stop generally must be supported by an objectively reasonable basis to believe that a traffic or equipment violation has occurred. When an officer initiates a stop based on an alleged equipment defect, that decision should be grounded in what the officer reasonably believed at the time and remain consistent with the facts that emerged during the encounter. If it becomes clear that the original reason for the stop was mistaken, any continued detention or enforcement action should be supported by an independent legal basis, rather than simply replacing one justification with another. In this case, the officer ultimately relied on a different allegation and stated that only a warning would be issued. According to the information presented, however, the driver was not given a copy of the warning, and no report documenting it was produced. While procedures for documenting warnings vary between law enforcement agencies, the absence of documentation or a copy for the driver may raise questions about how the stop was handled and whether departmental procedures were followed. Ultimately, the encounter highlights the importance of clear communication, consistent explanations, and accurate documentation during traffic stops. When officers clearly explain the legal basis for their actions and properly document enforcement decisions, it promotes greater transparency, accountability, and public confidence in the process.